George, unfortunately, weather's brought a premature end to the final session, but how important was it for you over the 3 days to get some time out of the middle and get bowling?
Yeah, it was vital really. Unfortunately missed out in the Zimbabwe trip, had a little niggle, so that was the first sort of match overs I got in me. And yeah, albeit very cold out there, was still nice to get for a few overs.
You did seem to find a fair bit of spin out on that pitch. What were you looking for out there in terms of line and length?
Yeah, it was quite surprising actually. Don't normally spin at Chester Street, especially in March. But yeah, there was a little bit out there, whether it was footholes or whether it was a little bit sticky. But yeah, just trying to bowl an aggressive line, keep the stumps in play at all times, and yeah, worked quite nicely today.
What were you looking at in terms of your variations, trying to bring those into play as well to kind of try and get yourself into the game a bit more?
A few quicker balls, things like that, changed my pace a little bit, but there was quite a few variations in the pitch anyway, so I didn't have to do too much. A few spun, few went straight on. So yeah, quite a nice wicket to bowl on. So yeah, happy.
As you mentioned, they're kind of missing out with Zimbabwe with a slight niggle. Is everything feeling good now? You ready to get going?
Everything's all good now. Yeah, fighting fit. So yeah, all good.
And then finally, even though it's not exactly a top calibre opposition in Durham Uni, they did pose you guys a fair few problems. Didn't exactly roll over for you. How important was it to just make sure you kept sticking at it?
Yeah, no, not at all. A couple of lads played really nicely. There weren't massive amounts in the pitch for our seamers. The ball got quite soft, quite a wet outfield, so it was quite tough on them. So yeah, they definitely held themselves really nicely. But yeah, happy with how I went.